Welcome back to 207. We are in the 207 kitchen at O'Main Studios with Lynn Archer from the Brass Compass Cafe and Archer's on the Pier in Rockland. What's on the menu today, Lynn?
Pasta Fagioli.
Which is an Italian soup, and you've already got some things going. Where have we gotten started here? Where have we begun?
Well, I start with a couple of tablespoons of olive oil and get it warm.
Right.
And then this is what I call a mirepoix: celery, carrot, and onion. And that's really what I start most all my soups with.
Okay.
And you saute them with about 4 or 5 tablespoons of chopped garlic.
People may not be familiar with the term, but this is just like really simple, hearty, rustic Italian cooking, right?
It definitely is. And my friend Jeff Riedel, he really solved a problem for me. I always felt like it was mushy if the pasta cooked too long in the soup. So he said, well, just cook your pasta first, put it in the bowl, and then you just ladle the hot soup over it. Mm-hmm. So as that sautés, you can smell the wonderful flavors. This is basil and oregano.
Right.
This is cannellini beans. So any small white bean will work.
And that's something that you'll find in a lot of Italian dishes.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Beans.
Part of the reason why they're so good.
And you know, I believe the economics of this soup is, for me, I know that Jeff had talked about using leftover spare ribs or whatever. I actually had a leftover roast chicken over the weekend. So I'm going to use chicken in mine, which I do often because that's my favorite. But whatever you have, if you've got a little piece of beef, shave the beef. If you've got a little bit of pork left, shave the pork. Or you can have a vegetarian meal because the beans...
The beans are hearty.
And the beans do it.
The veg are hearty, and you've got the pasta, so it's not essential that you add the other things. And so you can keep it really simple if you want.
You can. And then just diced tomato, a couple of cans.
You make this at the restaurants?
All the time. All the time. Soup should be something that you use up what you have left over too.
Right.
But if you, in a restaurant, you know, you have that soup warmer. So if you put it in the soup warmer and you've got pasta in it, it's going to get mushy.
Yeah.
So I haven't really perfected the girls putting because they serve the soup. So I haven't perfected that yet, but we're getting there.
You're working on it.
We're getting there.
It's one of the projects that's
one of my many.
On the list for 2019.
So as you can see, it's beautiful, it's colorful, and it doesn't take long to become what you need it to be.
How do you know when it's ready?
When it's good and hot, when your vegetables are soft.
That's a good answer.
And then leftover chicken.
And as you said, you can also use spare ribs is what your friend uses?
Yeah, he uses leftover pork, or he roasts some spare ribs.
Okay.
And then, of course, that's really, really thick, or wicked thick, I would say.
Yeah, that'll stick to your ribs right there.
But use some nice chicken stock to build your soup.
What we had before was almost more like a chili, and now it's turned into a soup, thanks to the stock.
That's it. And as that cooks, you'll be able to tell it cooks right down. And then the more it cooks, the more beautiful it becomes.
Oh, and it smells so nice.
The aroma.
Great aroma of good Italian food.
Good Italian food. And simple. You know, how long did it take?
Yeah.
It really doesn't take any time at all.
Yeah.
So I'm going to just shut this off and set it aside.
And then what type of pasta do you like to use with this dish?
I use either tubettini or the ditalini, the very small, but you can use shells. I think the smaller is better. You don't want a great big pasta.
Right.
And then all you do
just ladle that on.
Is ladle it over.
And as Lynn does that, I will mention that the place to find the recipe is, of course, on our website and mobile apps, newcentermaine.com/207. And you'll find the recipe for this dish and more information on the Brass Compass Cafe and Archer's on the Pier. What kind of cheese do you like to add?
I like Romano and Assaggio and a little Parmesan.
Right, right.
And you can't have too much cheese. a little parsley for color, and there's that beautiful soup.
There's the dish that's ready to go. The recipe is on the website, and that just might be supper tomorrow night.
Why not?
Thank you, Lynn.
Thank
Stick
you, Rob.
around. We're going to be back with more 207 in just a moment.